Good morning and welcome. My name is Amy Bishop, and I am a practitioner here at the Calgary Center for Spiritual Living. And I'm happy to be leading you in this morning's meditation. Good morning to anybody coming in the live stream as well. Staying out of the weather. I get it. I get it. So take a moment, just take a nice breath. Breathe in and let it go. And when you're ready, just close your eyes. Not if you're driving. But close your eyes and just relax in the space that you're sitting in. Try and notice where you begin and where the rest of the world begins. And concentrate on that tiny little fraction of a moment, that fraction of a space where you feel the air on your skin. See if you can discern where the air is and where you are. Breathe. There is a good greater good there is a good in this universe. There is a good universal good. There is a good. So I know that there's a good in this universe and that it flows in, as, and through me. It shows up in the world as every experience. It is a blessing. And it is mine to experience. It is mine to enjoy. It is mine to create in harmony with. And that's my truth, but it's also true for all of life. Because there is a good. There is a good, greater good, and I ought to have it. There is a good, there is a good, and we see it everywhere. We see it in everything. We see it in every breath. Good. So where do we see this good? How do we claim the good? It's in all life, it's in the love. Call it what you want, but it's the spirit of all. There is a good. There is one life, one love, one heart, one power, one universe, one love. One love. This life is a blessing. We live in a space where we can create the experience. We can create the joy. We can create the love. Because there's good. And it's ours to claim. It is infinite. It is incredible. It is pliable. And when we reach into it, become fully a part of it, as we all are, it's forever amazing, the life that can be created with this good. There is a good in the universe, and I ought to have it. There is a good in the universe, and I ought to have it. There is a good in this universe, and I ought to have it. There is a good in this universe, and I ought to have it. There is a good in this universe, and I ought to have it. There is a good in this universe, and I ought to have it. I claim the good. I claim the good. There is a good in this universe, and I ought to have it. There is a good in this universe, and I ought to have it. I claim the good. I claim the good. There is a joy in this universe, and I ought to have it. There is a joy in this universe, and I ought to have it. I claim the joy. I claim the joy. There's love in this universe, and I ought to live it. There is a love in this universe, and I get to live it. I claim the love. I claim the love. There are dreams in this universe, and I get to dream. There are dreams in this universe, and I get to dream. I claim my dream. I live my dream. And there is peace in this universe, and I get to have it. There's peace in this universe, and I get to live it. I live my peace. I live my peace. And there is good in this universe, and I get to be it. There is good in this universe, and I get to be it. I claim the good. I claim the good. There is love in this universe, we get to live it. There is love in this universe, we get to live it. We live the love. We live the love. Love, 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 love. Love, 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 love. Love, 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 love. Love, 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 love. So take a beautiful big old breath. Decide, what do I claim? What will I claim? Do I claim it all? And if you feel comfortable, you can chant that along with me. I'm going to choose love in this moment. There is love in this universe, and I get to have it. There is love in this universe, and I get to have it. I claim love. 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 All right. So breathe in and breathe out. Start to bring your awareness back to this room, back to this space, back to that border where skin meets air, discerning where you end and the rest of life begins. Because they're all the same, and sometimes it's hard to tell where whatever you are begins. If you feel comfortable, you can just wiggle your toes or wobble your head. And open your eyes when you're comfortable. I want to thank you for taking this journey with me today. Blessings to you. I claim love. Look for the good in everything. Look for the people who will set your soul free. It always seems impossible until it's done. Look for the good in everyone. Look for the good in everything. Look for the people who will set your soul free. Always seems impossible until it's done. Look for the good in everyone. People done need sunshine, people done need rain. Everybody's carrying around some kind of pain. I see who you are, you're just like me. See you searching for a purpose, guided by a dream. I see who you are, you're just like you. I get lost at times, I forget what I came here to do. But we keep on trying, keep on trying. When it gets frightening, 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 look for the good in everything. Look for the people who will set your soul free. Always seems impossible until it's done. Look for the good, look for the good, look for the good in everyone. Everyone is nature, everyone is God, everyone is love and light and vibration. Look for the good, look for the good. Everyone gets mad sometimes and maybe they should. Look for the good, look for the good, look for the good, look for the good. Look out for all the heroes in your neighborhood. Look for the good, for the good, look for the good, look for the good. Life sure could be sweeter if everybody would. Look for the good in everything. Look for the people who will set your soul free. Always seems impossible until it's done. Look for the good, look for the good in everyone. Look for the good in everything. Hey, yeah. Look for the people who will set your soul free. It always seems impossible until it's done. Look for the good, yeah. Look for the good, hey. Look for the good in everyone.
Woohoo! Elevation! Hi, everybody. How are you? Thank you so much for turning out today. I know that was not the most fun I've ever had getting here this morning, but I sure am glad that I did because I get a chance to see all of you. So just look around the room and look for the good in everyone. Just look for the good in everyone. And those of you who are tuning in for our love stream, I bet there's a lot of you guys there. Say to yourself, this is the good. I'm looking for the good in everyone. And just know that it's wonderful that you are part of our day today. So, what do I usually say here? Oh, yeah. It's going to be a day, I can tell already. So I want to welcome everybody. If you are new here or if you are not that familiar with our teaching, I'll give a little bit of an explanation. We are a faith tradition that honors all faith traditions. We understand that there are as many paths to understanding, spiritual understanding, as there are people on this earth. There can't be just one way to believe. That doesn't make sense in a limitless universe. So wherever you are on your spiritual path, we're so happy that you're here, and thank you for joining us today. Do we have anybody who's new? I don't think we do. Oh, hello.
Hey.
Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Awesome. I don't normally point people out, but I just felt compelled to, so welcome. We're going to start out by singing what we call our Cong song. That's short for congregational song. And those of you who aren't here and who are tuning in, let's just say you're going to miss this because it happens to be our favorite congregational song. Do you all know what it is? Here we go. We're going to sing One Power. Let's stand up and sing together.
Invisible, can't you see it everywhere and every day? There's one power indescribable, and you speak of it with every word you say. Mysterious until you know the truth, as simple as the love inside of you. Call it God, call it Spirit, call it Jesus, call it Lord, call it Buddha, Baha'u'llah, angel wings or heaven's door. It's Muhammad, it's your mind, it's your soul or it's your sign. It's the universe, it's music, Mother Earth or Father Time. But whatever name you give it, it's all one power, can't you see? Whatever name you give it, it's the very air you breathe. It's the power of the love in you and me. One power. One power is what we are. One power. One power. It's the moment of creation. It's an everlasting peace. Freedom of forgiveness. It's the sweetness of release. It's the joy of inspiration. It's the sunshine on your face. It's the birthright of all nations. It's the boundlessness of space. It's the beauty of a baby. It's the plenty of sleep. It's the anger you abandon for the love that's most deep. It's one power. It's one power. What we are is one power. It's the power of love that lives forever in you and me. It's the power of the love in you and me.
Nice. We used to sing that song every Sunday, and we now have retired it to our Kong song, but we do love to bring it out. It's so much of what we teach. There's one power, and we are all part of it, and its name is love. So what's going to happen now is we're going to bring up a couple of people to talk to you about activities that are going on here at the center. And the first one is Valda to tell you, and Neil's coming too, going to tell you about the Labyrinth Workshop for next week.
Thanks, Dr. Pat. Yeah, next weekend after the service, we'll be having a labyrinth walk. If any of you don't know, there's about a 4,500-year history of labyrinths. There was one that was on a rock, painted on a rock in Spain. This particular one is ours. It's a classical labyrinth, a seven-circuit labyrinth from Crete is where it's originally designed. And there's all sorts of myths there that we'll talk about next weekend. And of course, the most famous, the medieval labyrinth at Chartres in France, which we expect to see next September. So yeah, we're really excited to put on this workshop. So, and Valda's going to tell you a little bit about the day.
So basically what we'll be doing is using it as a meditation tool. it's just a tool to go inward. It's got a great metaphor in terms of that, taking it in and allowing the path to guide us and to guide us out. So it'll be a beautiful, kind of quiet, meditative time, and certainly hope to see you there. We've got a sign-up sheet just in the lobby if it's something that interests you. It'll go from 12:30 to 2-ish, because we're not quite sure how it will end, depending on how people are walking it. But yeah, it's something, if you've never tried it, it's surprising the kind of depth that you can get to in that walking meditation.
Thank you. Okay, so that's next Sunday after the service is over. And raise your hand if you've walked a labyrinth before. Oh, many of you have. Awesome. It is a wonderful spiritual practice. So I would recommend to everybody. Did you tell me you would like to have maybe 40 people? But just so that everybody has a chance to walk the labyrinth fully. So everybody here needs to come, because it's about 40 people. I'm just kidding. But anyway, it is a wonderful spiritual practice. So I'm excited that we have the opportunity to do that here and to get us used to it, because my goal is to build a labyrinth outside. Yes, wouldn't that be wonderful? Yep, that's one of my intentions, you betcha. Okay, then the following, 2 Sundays from then, we are having our community potluck and also Amy Bishop Christmas concert. So I know, it's super exciting. We just decided to put it all together. So right after service on the 15th, we're going to come together. We're going to have noshes together. So bring all your best holiday treats. And there is a sign-up sheet with Darla in the lobby also, so give us an idea of what it is that you're bringing. We'll eat together, we'll socialize, and then we'll come in here. And if you haven't been to an Amy Christmas concert, you were always in for a treat. Don't be funny. Do not be funny. No funny. No.
On being funny. But somebody did ask last week if it was family friendly. I will be toning down the saltiness of my show.
Okay, so you're going to get your saltiness during the potluck. No salty.
It's not going to be sodium free. It's just going to be less.
But there's going to be a little sweet to go with it.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Plenty
yeah.
of sweet.
Yes, she is very naughty. I don't know where that came from. Okay, so anyway, the concert is $25. The potluck, just bring something to enjoy. Sign up for that. And this is going to be kind of our Christmas celebration, although on December 22nd, I haven't made a slide for it yet, we are having a Christmas program as well. So lots of things happening, lots of things going on. And now I want to introduce this. Is this the day that you're supposed to do this, Rosalie? Okay, are you ready? Okay, if anybody has worked on the toques at any time, would you please come forward and just kind of stand around the stage? Please don't be shy, don't be shy. People who have looped or hooked toques. You are a hooker, all righty. Please, okay, you're a hookette, a hookie. And here you go, Rosalie.
Very few of my loopers here today, so I guess I'll call them hookers anyway. That's who taught me that word, I think.
Oh, yes.
So the Loops of Joy started, well, I think maybe 4 years ago I was working
Rosalie, hold the
with, sorry,
microphone a little
4 years ago I was working with the Helping Hands, and we were learning how to make the toques, and with this loop system. And I mentioned it here, and we were donating our toques to the needy, and I mentioned it here, and people said, hey, I'd like to learn that too. So we presented a proposal to the outreach, and they said, yeah, you could probably have a 3 or 4 month program of looping the toques. And now it's 4 years, I think, that we have been together. 4 years. I think it was September 2019 that we presented the project. And now we have completed 4,800 toques, donated 4,800 toques. And yeah, it's pretty good. And I'm hoping we might just hit 5,000 before the end of the year, because we do have another little program. And 45 different groups. That's street groups, that's schools, that's churches, just all sorts of different groups. And there are 30 loopers. 30 loopers.
Wow, that's amazing.
And I think about 2 or 3 different groups, and some of them just do them at home as well. And then Ron, bless his heart, he approached me maybe 3 years ago and said, "Do you sew?" And I said, "Yeah, I love to sew." He said, "Well, you know, I work at the hospices, and those people who have lost their loved ones, they're taking home things in their goods in a garbage bag. Would you consider making some, nice material bags that they could take their loved ones' goods home?" And I said, "Well, we'll give it a try." Now, that was October 21, and that's 3 years ago, and we have now sent out 1,700 memory bags to hospices.
I did not know that.
That's how many. They just keep going and going and going, and that's 30 different hospices. And my sister does some sewing. I do some sewing, and Shona's not here today, but she does as well. And then one more tiny little project, but it's not so little, and that's Brenda Kennedy, her mom, Ruby. She puts together some dishcloths. She crochets dishcloths, so I send those along to some groups that are in need, and I think there's 2,000 or 3,000 that have gone. So there's a lot of numbers involved here. So today I'm here sort of to thank you and to tell you about the next project, but thank you very much, those of you who have donated material. I have to say, online, oh my gosh, Edie McAllister, you have donated hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars of yarn for us. Thank you so much, Edie McAllister. And Ruth, thank you for teaching us how to do the hooking, and we've got a project online as well on the east.
Online hooking?
Yeah. Well, I guess
popular.
I don't know about that. So thank you very much. And 2 people that aren't here today because of the weather, but that's Kay and Dawn, and they have now completed 1,847 toques, the 2 of them. So that's pretty good. Thank you. Thank you to those who make the toques, those who donate, those who deliver to different places, because I don't drive, I don't drive everywhere. And so that's pretty cool. Christmas project this year is a goal of 500 toques to mission, Hope Mission. And Barb here donates there, or she spends some time there volunteering. And she said, "Oh, they have a Christmas project where Christmas bags go to 500 children in Forest Lawn and Greater Forest Lawn. And is there any chance?" And I said, "We'll give it a try." So today we have 100 of those 500 ready to go to Hope Mission. And we hope that we will be able to reach as many as we can. I'm not sure that December 11th is when their date is that they'd like those toques for to go out to the families and to the children in Forest Lawn. So next week, next Sunday, we will be having our Loops of Joy little gathering before labyrinth that we have here. And so come along if you want to learn how to do some looping. I'm still teaching that the first Sunday of every single month. And then the next Sunday after that, the next 2 Sundays, December the 5th and 8th and 5th, we'll be having a table of toques. So you can buy some Christmas presents. Maybe a toque would be a good gift, and we'll just have them on the table for sale of $10. And I would also like to thank Kathleen and those others who volunteer at the store. They're selling those toques all the time for $10. So thank you very much.
Fantastic. Thank you,
yeah.
Rosalie. Thank you so much. Give her a hand. This is a project near and dear to so many of our hearts, and I'm so grateful for all of you, all 30 of you who are snuggled at home, apparently, looping toques. Okay, so we've got our online groups. If you want to find information about that, you can go to the website or the newsletter. And I'd like to invite the ministers and the practitioners to please come forward and line the stage so that people can see who you are and get a sense of your beautiful consciousness. And our practitioner that was scheduled for today, Gail Verdi, did not feel comfortable driving in the snow. So Amy filled in for her for the meditation, and she is also now going to lead us in a chant and give us our spiritual mind treatment. So I invite you to go within.
I am dropping down to the truth of who I am. I am dropping down, surrendering in love. I am dropping down to the truth of who I am. I am dropping down, surrendering in love. I am dropping down in this moment and knowing that there is one life, one love, one God, one Spirit, one all there is, one universal power, one life. This power, this life creates all that there is. It flows through me, lives as me, expresses using my body, my words, my thoughts. And I am one with this life. I am one with this universal power, one with the good. All that I am is this Spirit, and all of the Spirit flows through me. And so I claim my good. I know that there is a good in this universe, and it is mine to express. There is love in this universe, and it is mine to share. There's prosperity in this universe, and it is mine to experience. There is hope in this universe, and it overflows through me. I know this to be the truth. And I know that just acknowledging it and reminding myself that all of this life is mine to experience is such a wonderful blessing. And so I claim it. I choose it. I choose to know this truth and to live with this truth in the front of my mind. And I'm so grateful. I am so grateful for every drop of knowing. I'm so grateful for that little vibration of hope around my heart. I am so grateful for the love that I feel and the love that I give and the love that I express. And so I release it into the universe, knowing that it returns to me every time, pressed down and overflowing. I let it go. And together we claim it by saying, and so it is. I am dropping down to the truth of who I am. I am dropping down, surrendering in love.
Thank you, Amy, for that beautiful treatment and that beautiful chant. And thank you to all of you for always being here in support of the center and our community. You're beautiful, and I love you. And so it is. Thank you. Is this next song Jason also? Jason Mraz?
No, this is India Ari.
India Ari. So Amy Bishop singing India Ari. Please give her and the rest of Elevation a hand.
Back when I had a little, thought that I needed a lot. A little was overrated, but a lot was a little too complicated. See, zero didn't satisfy me, a million didn't make me happy. That's when I learned the lesson, that it's all about your perception. Hey, are you a popper or a superstar? So you act, so you feel, so you are. It's not about the size of your car, it's about the size of the faith in your heart. And there's hope, doesn't cost a thing to smile, don't have to pay to laugh, better thank God for that. There's hope, doesn't cost a thing to smile, don't have to pay to laugh, better thank God for that. I'm in the backcountry of Brazil, I met a young man who made me feel I could accomplish anything. You see, just like me, he wanted to sing. He had no windows and no doors, he lived a simple life and was extremely poor. On top of all of that, he had no eyesight, but that didn't keep him from seeing the light. He said, what's it like when you're living today? And all I did was complain. I told him living here is paradise. He taught me paradise is in your mind. You know there's hope, doesn't cost a thing to smile, don't have to pay to laugh, better thank God for that. There's hope, doesn't cost a thing to smile, don't have to pay to laugh, you better thank God for that. There's hope, every time I turn on the TV, there's hope, somebody's acting crazy, there's hope, looking at it, it can drive you crazy. There's so I'm taking back the power today. Gas prices, they keep on rising, the government, they keep on lying, but we've got to keep on surviving, keep living the truth and do the best we can do, 'cause there's hope, doesn't cost a thing to smile, don't have to pay to laugh, better thank God for that. There's hope, doesn't cost a thing to smile, don't have to pay to laugh, better thank God for that. There's hope, Don't have to pay to live. Better thank God for that. Woo!
Ooh, elevation! Amy Bishop, Steph Chapman, Louise Tovar, and Daniel's back with us today. Daniel Nava. Give them a hand. Yowza. How you doing? Everybody good? We're quiet today. I'll shake it up a little bit. What do you think? Would you breathe with me, please? Taking a deep breath. And again. And one more at your own pace. I like Sandra just did. She went like this. Everybody go like that. Yeah. I love that breathing together for sure. So if you've been coming here during the month of November, you know that, I got to put my glasses on. I glanced at my notes and realized I couldn't see. I'm wearing glasses now. I know. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, I've been sharing in November some of the nuggets and some of the gems and ahas that some of us learned in a money mastery class that was taught by a colleague of mine. And you know what? When I think back on the class, it was actually very simple. And it was profound because it reminded us about some very important lessons about being spiritual beings in a material world. No, I'm not going to break out into Madonna here. But you know, our phrase is usually spiritual beings having a human experience, which is absolutely true. But because this was about money mastery, then it's about being spiritual beings in a material world. Now, if you weren't here, and you weren't kind of privy to everything that we talked about it, did you know, talk about abundance, did you know that absolutely every Sunday celebration, every talk that we have here are archived on our website and on YouTube? Did you know that? You never have to miss anything ever again. In fact, if you like a talk, you can actually go back and listen to it again and again if you really liked it, and again if you really liked it. So, full confession, you all know this about me. I am a self-admitted word nerd. It's true, I know. I proudly confess that one of my entertainments is to look up the origin about words just for fun, just because I like them, right? For me, there's something very gratifying about taking an everyday word and by learning its origins and looking at its synonyms and everything, getting a whole new understanding about that. Now, in hearing that, some of you may be wondering if we're going to spend the whole morning sharing definitions about words. Hey, my kind of a girl. Well, rest assured, we are kind of, sort of. Because the words that I'm going to talk about today are actually part of the Money Mastery course that I've been talking about all month. So by refreshing our thinking about them, they can take on whole new relevance. So the first word that I'm going to talk to you about, I have actually shied away from for many years. Because as a long-time religious scientist, that's what we're called, we are religious scientists or metaphysicians. In my early days, I was taught not to use this word. In fact, when I mentioned it to Amy, here's one of the words we're going to be talking about. She said, I thought we didn't use that word. Swear to God, swear to God. And the word is hope. What? I mean, what? Hope. And why are we taught not to use a word? It's a wonderful word. It's so hopeful. But here's the deal. We are a teaching of positive, affirming language and thinking. So when we do our form of prayer, which is called spiritual mind treatment, we make strong statements in the present moment about the experience that we would be like to be having. So when we do treatment, we use commanding phrases like, I know, I claim, I affirm, I accept, I demand. We use words like that because we're using these powerful minds that we have, right? In fact, our founder, Ernest Holmes, said this: trained thought is far more powerful than untrained, since the admission that thought is power gives it added power. So just the fact that we know that our thoughts are creative and powerful makes them more creative and powerful. Oh my God. So I was taught that there was no waffling. There was no wavering in knowing spiritual truth. So the word hope, while hopeful, didn't have the same strength, didn't have the same power to it. It left room for doubt. As Dr. Holmes put it, many people correctly begin their treatment in this manner. I know that the principle of intelligence within me will direct me. Strong, right? Then they complete it with the thought, well, I certainly hope it does. This is entirely this is entirely forgetting any definite statement and is simply wondering if possibly some good will come along. And this whole month, our phrase has been, there is good for me and I ought to have it. That's why it was trained out of me. Heather, yes? And listen to some of the definitions for the word hope. To want something to happen or to be true, and usually have good reason to think that it might. The feeling that something desired can be had or will happen. Listen to that. How sweet that is. I love how it says, usually have a good reason to think that it might. So in other words, as we do our work, developing our consciousness of knowing and claiming, hope holds a space open. In other words, hope keeps us in a positive and receptive state of mind until we have developed the stronger consciousness of knowing and claiming and declaring. And it absolutely applies to what we've been learning about money mastery. And until we reach that unshakable conviction of there is good for me and I ought to have it, we can rely on that softer, gentler, yet effective attitude of hope. There's hope. There's lots of reasons to smile. You better thank God for that. So the next word that we are going to refresh, bottom line, is going to make some of you uncomfortable. Really uncomfortable. I have heard that the job of a minister is to comfort the afflicted and afflict the comfortable. So prepare to be afflicted. In fact, before I even tell you what the word is, why doesn't everybody just kind of shift uncomfortably in your chair and come on, get it out of your system. Okay, glance around awkwardly like, oh God. All right, you ready? Remember that I have been sharing ideas about money mastery. This word should not come as too much of a surprise to you. And the word is tithe. Tithe. It is an old-fashioned term that refers to donating a percentage of your income to your place of worship. Did you know that there are some religions and some faiths that actually require 10% in tithing in order to be part of their group or their spiritual sangha? So much so that you actually have to go and take your tax receipts and then donate accordingly. Like they mark it off. This is what you're going to be giving us. Now, before you go running out of the room, I can assure you that we are not going to be doing that. My job today is to afflict you. My job today is to shed some light and some concepts about things that have been misunderstood throughout the years. So, here we go. A couple of weeks ago, if you remember, I started this series and I invited you that if you are uncomfortable about talking about money in a spiritual center, to get over it. And the reason I say that is that the more aware we become about how the universe works, the more we realize that money is just another way of the energy of life expresses itself. It is God in action, period. We're the ones that put a charge on it. It is an exchange of energy. Okay, so money isn't dirty, like we've been taught, right? It isn't evil, like money is the root of all evil. The phrase is actually, the love of money is the root of all evil. It isn't sacrilegious to talk about it in a spiritual center because it's all God. And contrary to what you may be feeling right now, we are not just interested in your money. Promise you that. And in order for us to do the work that we do as a spiritual center, it takes money. That's just a fact of life. We don't have a Vatican with a gazillion dollars that is backing us and supporting us. We are a not-for-profit society in the province of Alberta, and we are 100% self-supporting. 100% self-supporting. Now, the reason I'm telling you this in kind of a no BS manner is because I don't think people know this, or they don't understand what it means. So I'm going to tell you some facts. Are you uncomfortable yet? Just wait. First of all, we are blessed to own this building. Thank you, God. Thank you, my predecessors and the people who have come before, that we stand on the shoulders of giants who knew how to invest in real estate so that when that building was sold on 17th Avenue, we were able to buy this building with no mortgage and no rent. Not all centers have that luxury. We're very grateful. However, we do pay heating, air conditioning, utilities, internet, phones, cleaning, maintenance, landscaping, snow removal, water, and insurance. Now, let me just ask a question. Has anybody else's bills in that manner gone up over the past few years? Oh, come on, fibbers. We pay Lance, our operations manager, to keep the place running. We pay our tech guys to run the AV. They're here at 8 o'clock in the morning, 7:30 in the morning, and are usually the last ones who leave. We pay our fun day teachers to teach the kids. We pay the band that you love to listen to. If you think about it, you basically get a mini concert every week. And as much as they love us, they don't work for free. And neither do I. I receive a comfortable income for my work as the spiritual director here. And because I understand how the energy of the universe works and how the energy of money works, the first payment I make every single payday without fail, you can ask Lance, is my 10% tithe back to the Calgary Center for Spiritual Living. As our teacher in the Money Mastery course, Kathy Ann Lewis, put it, just as I pay for my physical food, I also pay for my spiritual food. Unlike some people who pay more for going out to brunch after the service than they do giving where they are spiritually fed. Just something to think about. Now, the reason I do my tithe the very first thing after getting paid is because I believe to the very depth of my soul is that I am in partnership with the divine. And it's important for me to put that partnership first. A partnership is based on the law of circulation, which is that everything has to circulate in order to thrive. I mean, imagine if your heart refused to pump because maybe there wouldn't be enough. Or if your lungs refuse to breathe out for fear there may not be another breath to come in. Giving to where you are spiritually fed is a spiritual practice, just like all the other spiritual practices you engage in. It is symbolic of the reciprocal action, and the circulation of both the giver and the receiver. And it works miracles. It works miracles. Something miraculous happens when we consciously, when I say consciously, I mean on purpose, participate in circulating our good. More good comes to it. It's a universal principle. We know it's true for gratitude. When we're grateful, there's more to be grateful for. We know it's true for health. When we take care of our bodies, we experience health. We know it's true for kindness. When we're kind to somebody, then we attract kindness. It's true for love. When we give love, we receive love. So why on earth would we think that it would be any different with the circulation of energy in the form of our financial good? Okay, everybody breathe. I'm almost done. I do not expect everyone to immediately start tithing 10% of your income, unless you want to. I would be okay with that. And if you don't care for the term tithing, I mean, it is such an icky, old-fashioned word, and it has such a charge around it because it does. So how about thinking about it instead as a spiritually committed giving plan? Does that sound better? Does that feel better? Yeah? And when you give your donation, however you do it, whether you do it e-transfer, which is how I do it, that way I can do it immediately. And what I do, e-transfer, I do it immediately. And as soon as I get my paycheck, I go to and do the e-transfer. And in the memo, guess what I put? I'm so grateful. Thank you, God. I'm grateful for my abundance. All of this is things doing in consciousness. So when you do your donation, however you do it, say to yourself, I am committed to supporting my spiritual home because it supports me every week, whether I'm there or not. Whether it's the music or the message or the teaching itself. The morning meditation where you hear for Amy's beautiful morning meditation today. The spiritual mind treatment. Our practitioners and our ministers who serve you, who stay after service to do prayer work for you. The people, the energy, the heat, thank you, God, the coffee, the fun day, the Zoom discussion groups, the social events, the workshops. And now ask yourself, am I giving in a fair exchange for the value I receive? Now, human nature will tell us that, well, when I get more, I'll give more. That makes sense, right? When I get more, I'll give more. And that makes sense in our human minds. But from a spiritual, metaphysical standpoint, it's just the opposite. Because the truth is, we are surrounded by abundance at every turn. And if you don't believe me, go look at the snow. Our good is available to us all of the time, according to our acceptance of it. This is classic Holmes. He teaches us Spirit can only give to us what we are able to receive. It can't give us more, even though there is infinitely more available. I just want you to do something for me. Take your hands like this and close your fists. Tight. Close them tight. Close them tight. Yale, you're not closing your fists tight. Oh, I think he's asleep. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to out. Whoops. Okay, everybody, okay? Nothing can come in and nothing can go out. Now go like this. Anything can come in because it's circulation. Yeah? Yeah? What else have I got to say? Okay, yeah, I said that. Oh, yeah. So speaking about abundance, everywhere you look, everything you see, taste, feel, hear, or experience, every joy you have, every laugh you have, every sunrise and sunset that you witness, every aurora, oh my God, a couple of months ago that you experienced, every loved one you have, every inspiration you receive is brought to you by Spirit, by the divine. See you guys later. So I had originally called today's talk Refreshing 3 Old-Fashioned Words. However, I realized early on that the third word needed its own time slot. It didn't need to be shared with 2 other words. So in 2 weeks, we will spend our entire time looking at this word. Who's excited? Yes. And its amazingly transformational nature. However, I'm not going to tell you what it is. But I am going to give you a hint. I'm leaving tomorrow to spend American Thanksgiving with my family in Oregon. So it kinda, sorta has something to do with that. But it isn't gratitude. It's something else. I'm feeling silly today. But thank you for coming. Thank you for tuning in, Love Stream people. I love you. I appreciate you so much. I honor your presence in my life. And I honor your presence today. Thank you for being here. And so it is. I'm just going to stay on stage.
All right. When I walked through the doors, I sensed a presence, and I knew this was a place where love abounds. For this is a temple, the God we love abides here. For we are standing in a presence on holy ground. We are standing on holy ground. And I know there are angels all around. Let us praise, praise God now, praise love anyhow. For we are standing in a presence on holy ground. In this presence, I know there is joy beyond all measure. And at love's feet, sweet peace of mind can still be found. For when we have a need, love is still the answer, yes. So let's reach out and claim it, for we are standing on holy ground. We are standing on holy ground, yes, on holy ground. And I know there are angels all around, 'cause I can feel them all around. Let us praise, praise love now, praise love anyhow. For we are standing in a presence on holy ground. Let us praise, praise love now, praise it anyhow. For we are standing in a presence, in a holy, wonderful presence. We are standing in a presence on holy ground, on holy ground, on holy ground. Thank you.
Wow, Amy, thank you. That was just so perfect
Welcome.
for the message.
I know what the secret word is.
Yes, you do. I got to tell you one more thing about words. This is cool. Oxford Dictionary yesterday named the word of the year is manifest. Swear to God. We are becoming mainstream. So, right? Absolutely. We'll be having a talk about manifest because it's a word. Okay, so all the different ways you can support the center. I'm going to invite everybody to take your conscious giving affirmation, hold it to your heart, and let's say our conscious giving affirmation. I live in a universe of abundance. As I freely and joyfully give, I join in the divine flow, and all that I give returns to me multiplied abundantly. I am so blessed, and so it is. And so it is. And we're going to sing the song about gratitude. Let's stand up and sing.
Gratitude before me, gratitude behind me.
Gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful, 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 I'm so grateful. Gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful, 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 I'm so grateful. So we did not have a Fun Day teacher today. Miss Rachel is a little under the weather. So, but Fun Day kids, do you guys want to come up here anyway? Eli, Frankie, you want to come up? Come on. No, I'm thinking not. Okay, so we're waving at you. Oh, maybe they couldn't come in without music. All righty, so then we'll just do our closing. Everybody stand up. Let's rub our hands together. We're going to send energy out to wherever it's needed. Are you ready? On a count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Have a lovely week. Happy American Thanksgiving. And I'll see you guys next week. I will be here. Thank you for being here. There you are.
People get ready, there's a train coming. Don't need no baggage, you just climb on board. All you need is faith, you'll hear the diesels humming. Don't need no ticket, you just thank the Lord. Yeah. People get ready, for there's a train to Jordan, picking up passengers from coast to coast. Faith is the key, open the doors and board them, for there's room for all among us who've loved and lost. And I'm free, free falling. Yes, I'm free, yeah, free falling. There's always room for a hopeless sinner, though he may hurt all mankind to save their own. Be loving to those whose chances may be thinner, for there's room for all among us who've loved and lost. And I'm free, free falling. Yes, I'm free, free falling. Look for the good in everything. Look for the people who you set your soul free. It always seems impossible until it's done. Look for the good in everyone. One power, invisible, and you see it everywhere and every day. There's one power live it with every word you say. I am dropping down to the truth of who I am. I am dropping down, surrendering in love. There's hope, doesn't come to make you smile. Don't have to pay the rent. Better thank God for that. There's hope, doesn't come to make us smile. Don't have to pay the rent. Better thank God for that. We are standing on holy ground. And I know there are angels all around. Gratitude be born, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me. Ba-na-ma-na, do-do-do-do, ba-na-ma-na, do-do-do-do, ba-na-ma-na, do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. People get ready, there's a train coming. Don't need no baggage, you just climb on board. All you need is faith, you'll hear what people tell me. Don't need no ticket, you just thank the Lord. Don't need no ticket, you just thank the Lord. Don't need no ticket, you just thank the Lord. Have a wonderful week, everybody. Stay warm. What's that? Oh, my guitar? Oh, on holy ground, there was a little. I didn't. It's like too bothersome. Yeah, she's usually not on stage when I'm singing.